all starts here. You do not need to go anywhere else for the next 3 weeks. Welcome to the 112th edition of the Tour de France. It may be raining, but it is party atmosphere as always here in the Tour de France. All the villages are all coming out in force. Get the riders underway momentarily for the start proper. What a Tour de France we have ahead of us. Van der Poel lights it up now with 100 meters to go. Mathieu Van der Poel for Alpecin-Deceuninck. Here comes Tadej Pogačar. It's between Van der Poel and Pogačar. Van der Poel takes it. True to form. Wow, what a stage win, and that shows just how much it took out of Mathieu Van der Poel. Van der Poel getting a perfect lead out of João Almeida. Swings off and Mathieu Van der Poel launches it for the line. Tadej Pogačar trying to come off the wheel. Van der Poel is done. Pogačar is going to come through. It is win number 100 for the world champion. Tadej Pogačar punches the air with delight.
You know, he's bent over his back. When do we see him bent over like this after finishes? He went so deep.
Just having a little bit more in the tank than Mathieu Van der Poel.
The Cofidis car, a musical interlude along the side. It is time to go here on the Tour de France. Big gear as they lead out here now. Oh, Philipsen's gone down heavy. Big crash for the green jersey. Oh, Jasper Philipsen.
That's nasty, really nasty. There. So he moved to the right, Coquard. He banged into the Intermarché rider. I don't think it was entirely his fault there. I think it was something to do with the Intermarché rider.
This is the biggest race in the world for a reason. On the wheel of his teammate. Then you've got Jonathan Milan and Tim Mallet. Oh, huge crash behind. No bike change.
Bauhaus in third, Warensco, Peter, Bauhaus in third, Warensco, Peter. In fifth place, Gourmet in sixth, Groves.
The stakes couldn't be higher.
We're going to see a sprint, Ballerini coming down there. Nasty one.
Away we go, and the attacks come thick and fast. It is time to go here on the Tour de France. Welcome to Normandy. Here in Normandy, in Rouen, 800 meters. It's the Rampe Saint-Hilaire 800 meter climb. It averages 10.6%, 15% you can see right in the center of the climb as Tadej Pogačar in the rainbow jersey searching for win number 100, looking to try and do the century today. Van der Poel in the yellow jersey knows that he needs to be on the wheel of Tadej Pogačar and João.
You can just see the effort of João Almeida, and Pogačar tries to do something, but Van der Poel showing a little bit of weakness now.
Tadej Pogačar launches the move. All the villages are all coming out right with him. Jonas Vingegaard, and there is a gap back to Mathieu Van der Poel, who has to shift through the gears. Remco Evenepoel has to react here as Tadej Pogačar and Jonas Vingegaard are going toe-to-toe, head-to-head, power to power here on the Rampe Saint-Hilaire. It is fitting that it is the two big favourites for the general classification who are going to launch themselves. Oh, Vingegaard can't hang on. All the villages are all coming out in force. Tadej Pogačar goes on the 15% gradients. It was a big look over the shoulder there from Vingegaard. He's got to find a way back.
Yeah, he's taken really, really deep. He looked round. I thought he was almost just like blowing up there, but he comes back. Confidence of his, you know, what he has done this year was Gourmet. Confidence going in. You have to be, and I was saying at the time, every one of your sprinters has to be confident coming into a final that they can win. And we were talking about maybe with 16 riders. Of course, only one person could win, but sometimes when you come in, you notice that in some teams.
Trademark Van der Poel victory all the way through his pro career. These finishes suit him absolutely perfectly.
Possibly not at his utter best, but he did the right things there. He just waited for that sprint in the end. Second stage win ever in the Tour de France now. And
Van der Poel winning stage 2 of the Tour again and rewarded with the yellow jersey. But will he keep it until stage 8 this time? Tadej Pogačar is lying in ambush just 4 seconds behind.
Of course, I would have wanted to win.
100 victories this man is a world champion. Jawa made a really kind of help that one. And Mathieu van der Poel just holds on to second place. The world champion wins for the 100th time. Wow.
What an absolute treat. There you have it. First pro win in 2019 in Tour of the Algarve. Stage 2. It's win number 100 for the world champ, Tadej Pogačar.
That was absolute madness out there.
All the villages all coming out in force. Brian, take us through this.
Well, there's nothing to say. That Pogačar, well, he did try. Let's hope that Almeida doesn't get fined for putting his fist in the air there. But look at the expression. He's already won 100 times. Look how much it means to him. He was beaten by Mathieu van der Poel in stage 2. Quite easily in the end. Set, his highest figures in a sprint final. But
Back in familiar territory in the yellow jersey. Tadej Pogačar goes into the yellow jersey to collect what will be his 41st yellow jersey. Tadej Pogačar goes into the polka dot jersey.
Tadej Pogačar s 5 točkami, isto kot Wellens.
Tadej Pogačar goes into the green jersey.
Pa seveda bo že jutri drugače, spet bodo.
That means today Pogačar leads in the GC, the points and the mountain classification. This is the list of others to have achieved the same feat. Pretty good company.
It's how your direct sportive works, how your management works, how much confidence that they give you, and there's a lot of psychology that evolves around the athlete to keep building.
Oh, 100%. There's a lot to be said about psychology. It's not all just pushing.
Stage 3 of the Tour de France from Valenciennes to Dunkirk, 178.3 kilometers today's stage, just 800 meters of elevation. Beautiful tricolor down through the center of the town. Mathieu van der Poel leading Tadej Pogačar by 4 seconds going into today's stage. Jonas Vingegaard third at 6 seconds, then Kevin Vauquelin on here in terms of the speed that they're holding. As we go through the absolutely enormous crowds that we've got through the towns along the route today, and this is phenomenal to see. I mean, look how big the crowds are.
You just see the big screen there. They've went all in. The Tour de France is passing by. So I tell you what, we're going to make a day of it, an afternoon of it, and got the big screen out, get everybody out.
You can secure enough points today to stay in it for at least another day.
Maybe explain a little bit about what they do as a kit manufacturer, and back at the doctor's car and then to Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe riders just queuing up waiting.
Well, the doctors they're doing it, but the doctor's car should not be doing this in the convoy. That's what I was trying to point out there. The driver should be keeping up.
Some great shots of the fans along the side. Welcome to Normandy as the race moved away from its grand départ, and this group of fans really milking this one along the side, getting egged on by their friends at the side.
And one of the first. A little bit scratchy, the bicycle frame and its seat, but
we don't often kind of see these things in the races, and it's not often kind of pointed out, but some of the riders, you think, well, what happened to them? Why are they finishing 15 minutes down? The reason that they're doing that is because they're working throughout the day. It's not, that's what I'm saying, and that's Niels Pollitt's job, that's Affini's job. You know, they're brought into the team to do that.
Stage 4 of the Tour de France from Amiens to Rouen. It's 174.2 kilometers today. And Mathieu van der Poel still leading Tadej Pogacar by 4 seconds. Jonas Vingegaard third at 6 seconds. Kevin Vauquelin at 10 seconds in 4th place with Matteo Jorgensen and Enric Mas. Joseph Blackmore starting the day at 41 seconds in 7th, ahead of Tobias Johannesson, Ben O'Connor and Emmanuel Buchmann now in the top 10, 49 seconds down in 10th place. Jonathan Milan now leading in the point standings. Green jersey yesterday, Jasper Philipsen unfortunately crashing out of the race at the intermediate sprint into hospital to have that
Viva la France, viva la Tour de France.